Ladies and gentlemen, at White Sands Treatment Facility here in Plant City, Florida, and fight fans watching on pay-per-view all across the world. This is your main event of the evening, and the first ever Pro Triton Featherweight title. This fight is scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. The referee in charge of the action, Andrew Glenn. This fight is brought to you by Synergy Pro Wellness and RCG Mortgages. Let's go! First, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands at 5 foot 8 inches tall, weighing in at 145.6 pounds. Under Palm Beach ATT. Fighting out of Columbus, Ohio. Keith Speed! And his opponent, former featherweight champion at Triton Fights. He stands at 5 foot 9 inches tall, weighing in at 145.8 pounds. Under AMA. Fighting out of Tirana, Albania. Vilson, the Strong Eagle, Ndregjoni!
So Vilson captured the title with a victory over Mike Fitzroy, I believe, back at Triton Fights 9. He defended against Kelvin Sterling and Zasislan Kasainov. And now he's bidding for the championship as a professional.
Kelvin Sterling, the brother of UFC champ Aljamain Sterling. Also an excellent wrestler.
All these guys have now moved on with their pro careers as well. Change of pace here, a tempered opening.
Very measured.
Both trying to figure out their range here. Both these guys are very, very quick, light on their feet. Vilson's letting that lead overhand right hand go. You see him loading that up. I don't know if it's something he saw in his pre-fight study, if it's something, a weakness he's looking to exploit, but he's thrown that overhand right 2-3 times already. There it is again. He's really looking for that.
It's very interesting. It's like, as a southpaw that primarily has fought orthodox fighters, ooh, there it goes.
It's 4 times he's let that thing go.
It's a punch that I don't see, but I'm usually punching down on shorter opponents, so maybe it's something from a shorter opponent's perspective.
Yeah, it's got to be something he saw in his opponent here, Keith Speed, that he thinks he can exploit. Whether it's when Keith commits to a combination, he's trying to catch him leaving with that.
Yeah, maybe his head dips to the left. There it goes again.
Yeah, he's really, really relying on that. So far, credit to his opponent, Keith, for being just shy on that every single time. He's either just out of range or rolling it. There he is again, out of range.
Very nice kick from Keith Speed.
And there's the wrestling. Another very lightning fast shot out of Vilson. His level changes and the distance he covers in a short amount of time is super impressive.
Keith able to get that overhook, break Vilson's grip, and sort of bring him up into an upper body wrestling match against the fence.
Yeah, when your opponent changes levels and they're low on your hips, either on your hip level or below your hip level, you got to try to use that whizzer or underhook to bring them back up. You want to get their level back up so you can start to fight their torso, get to the underhook position, and try to circle your back off the cage. And Keith's doing a good job of that so far. He's got that left hand underhook. He's going to try to turn Vilson here. He's going to try and turn his left shoulder off the cage with that underhook.
Vilson maneuvering his legs, going for some inside trips.
So far, Keith's doing a really good job at neutralizing Vilson's wrestling. Something we haven't seen his previous opponents in the Triton cage able to do effectively. Ooh, looking for that step over mounted triangle off the takedown attempt. That might be the first takedown we've seen defended on Vilson inside this Triton cage.
Yeah, agreed. Usually they're down on the ground and on their back so fast we don't even realize what happened.
Now Keith's got Vilson pressed up on the cage. He's got double underhooks here. Working some short knees to the thighs. Interesting to see if Keith tries to change his level here, either try to maybe take him down or make space here. Good head position.
Getting that head under the chin of an opponent that's much shorter than you is very difficult.
Yeah.
It's something that I work on a regular basis.
You got to take the elevator down a few floors.
Ooh, yeah.
Not a lot of urgency here at either one of these guys. It's kind of neutral position here.
It is a 5-round fight, though, so both these guys may be saving a little bit of something for those championship rounds.
Which is smart. All right, round two. Both these guys still look pretty fresh. I like Keith. Keith is working to the weak side of Vilson very well. You don't always see guys when they're dealing with southpaws circling properly, but Keith looks like he's well versed in dealing with lefties here.
Yeah, when you see him move forward to throw his combos, he even takes like a slight step to the outside.
Yeah, when you got a southpaw versus orthodox, the lead foot, you want to keep them equal. And Keith's doing a very good job of keeping that leg position. He's never too far inside Vilson's lead leg, not setting himself up for Vilson's right hand. Ooh, good exchange. Ooh, and Vilson lands a right hand and then shoots right off of it.
Yeah, Keith doing a great job getting those both underhooks, stuffing that takedown attempt. But Ndregjoni pressuring him right up against that fence.
Keith looks like he was very well prepared for the wrestling of Vilson tonight. It doesn't look like he's shocked with what Vilson's bringing to the cage. He seems like he's very well prepared for this. Pummeling well. He's got double unders now. And Vilson pummels back. Now they got this 50-50 over-under position here. Intense pummeling battle here, which can drain you. I'm a broken record tonight saying this, but this is the most draining part of a mixed martial arts fight, this cage wrestling.
Also the most unexciting part of a mixed martial arts fight.
Until it's not. Sometimes you see some wild finishes here. You guys get very creative, spinning elbows.
That knee just slid right through the middle. If it had been a couple inches over, you could have seen it.
Ooh, big right hand from
Both
Vilson.
fighters fighting very smart fights, though.
Ooh, and that lead hook is connected now. Vilson's starting to find a home for that right hand. Oh! Wow, look at the reaction and key speed. Vilson with a quick lateral drop, overhead lateral drop, but Keith bounced right back.
And that's demoralizing when you're fighting someone that you can take down, but they get right back up right away. That will break you if it happens continually throughout a fight.
I'm really impressed with the job Keith's done on the cage. He's been pummeling well every single time. The second he gets pressed on the cage, he begins pummeling immediately, which is not easy to do with someone like Vilson.
Well, Vilson just landed a nice elbow.
Yeah, Vilson's starting to oh! That looked like it landed too. Vilson looked like he ate that knee and then just dropped him with like a framed right hand. Not exactly a strike, but more of like a defensive frame, and was able to knock Keith down to the ground off that. What a chin on Vilson. Now Vilson's got the fight where he wants it though. He's got Keith on his back. And this is Vilson's bread and butter here on the ground. He's very strong wrestler, smooth transitions, and as I say, he looks to get to Keith's back, but Keith pops right back up, and he's got 2-on-1. He's fighting that waist lock.
Keith is so good at getting back to his feet.
Whoa. Dude, the balance on Keith, man, very impressive, because Vilson's a very, very savvy wrestler, strong, athletic, but Keith's been able to keep his balance very well. Excellent matchmaking here at Triton tonight. All these fights have been very well contested.
Big shout out to Chris Machi,
the Triton Fights matchmaker.
Big shout out to Nicholas Canobio for putting this all together down here so that we could watch some fights during these interesting times within the United States.
And a shout out to the crowd here tonight. The crowd here has been awesome. We got Vilson with this waist lock here. He's looking to set up some trips. Keith's got 2-on-1. He's looking to circle his hips back. Ooh, spinning elbow. This is something you see a lot with the Orthodox versus the Southpaw, that lead hand battle, looking for dominance, trying to get your lead hand on top. You see them both pawing at each other, trying to get that dominant position with the lead hand.
I'm actually surprised that Keith doesn't grab Vilson's lead hand and try to hold on to it as a handle. But Vilson might like that because he might just look to shoot right underneath that.
Yeah, if you get that arm up high, it's a little outlet to change your level and sneak underneath. It was an exciting second round.
Again, though, a very close second round.
Yeah, that's a tough one to score. Ooh, that knee, did that land? That was tough to see.
I think it just partially grazed. Had that been moved over an inch or two,
that might have been it.
It might have been it. But it seemed like it might have caught him, but slid off to the side of Vilson Ndregjoni's face. Definitely wasn't flush.
All right, we're heading into the third round here. Seems like each round, the pace ratchets up a little bit. We'll see if that continues here. Both these guys still look pretty fresh after a pretty intense second round. No deep, heavy breaths out of either one of them. Touch of the gloves. I really like the angles like you mentioned. Keith takes that step out, just getting his lead foot just outside of Vilson's lead leg, trying to catch the angle for that right hand. Ooh. Vilson just out of range from that head kick. So another interesting thing there, you see Keith Speed, he went to the inside leg kick, almost like a low inside calf kick. And you got lefty versus righty, that lead leg, the inside lead leg is always pretty vulnerable. On both the Southpaw and the Orthodox.
You would think Vilson would have a little bit of an advantage here, just statistically probably having more Orthodox sparring partners than Keith Speed has Southpaw sparring partners.
Yeah, but he looks very well prepared. He doesn't seem out of his element against the Southpaw. Whoa, big exchange. Eric, if you had to score the first two rounds, what do you got so far?
First round was very, very close. I would give it to Vilson just because he was a bit of the aggressor. He went for takedowns. And Keith did a great job defending, but you don't get points for defending.
That's true.
Second round, another very close round.
The reward you get for defending is being able to continue to fight, right?
Yes. Second round, another very close one. But
that overhand right landed for Vilson.
I would give the second round to Vilson too, but not by a long margin. Very narrow margins for both rounds.
Oh, Vilson looked like he got poked in his eye, turned to the ref, but the ref didn't see it, so the action continues. They pressed on the cage here right in front of us now. Vilson's got double underhooks here. He's got Keith Speed pressed against the cage. See the angle? He's trying to drive that head. You can see his neck, the angle it's on. And they get separated.
Now, Keith Speed strikes me as a very measured fighter. Sort of like the type of guy that's sort of cool, moving around, just waiting for his opportunity.
Ooh, wow.
Vilson's not going to give him an opportunity.
That was slick. Very slick duck under by Vilson. Now he's making his way to the back here. Let's see how he maneuvers his way to the back with the cage in his way here. He's got to make some space to maneuver his hips behind Keith, but without giving too much space for Keith to be able to circle out and break that grip.
Keith's looking to break that grip and turn into him.
Vilson's got his entire foot up on the rim of the cage there, using every little inch of the cage to his advantage.
This is a real difficult position to be in as a fighter if you're Keith Speed. It's not like you're in danger, but it's draining to have somebody hold on to you for such an incredulous amount of time.
A very strong backpack.
Yes, and it's just draining. And in your head, you're like, why is this guy doing this? Like, this isn't a fight, but so you're sort of forced to reckon with what do? Do you sit and stay, conserve your energy, or do you explode and try to get out?
Well, he's working a Kimura right now, so he's methodically trying to put a little wrenches in Vilson's plans here to get him off this control. He's forcing Vilson to deal with his defense here.
As I was saying earlier, it seems like he's a very measured and methodical fighter that's waiting for his opportunity.
Yeah.
He's just waiting for Vilson to overextend himself and make a mistake, and then he's going to pounce.
Well, he's laying traps though. What I like, looking for that Kimura there. He's trying to lay traps defensively to exploit Vilson's reaction. It's an intelligent fighter, but both these guys are very intelligent. Neither one of them are really kind of falling for the other guy's traps here. That's why it's a very, very close contest so far. Did you give that last round to Vilson as well?
Just by a narrow margin, just because he was more of the aggressor. Keith didn't really land any big shots. And like we said, you can't win a fight by just defending.
Three rounds in the books, 2 more to go. The final 2 rounds of the night here at Triton Fights. You get a peek into Vilson's corner here. Not a lot of heavy breathing out of Vilson. Very well-conditioned fighter. He doesn't look tired after 3 hard rounds. Now, neither does Keith. You don't see either one of their chests. No very big, deep breaths. Both still very under control, tempered the way they've been fighting. Both these guys are in control of their emotions, their breathing.
Now we go into round 4, first of our championship rounds here. Triton Fight Featherweight belt
On the line. The first featherweight champion of the pro events here for Triton Fights. On the night of firsts. At this point in the fight, we're in the championship rounds. The fight's been very evenly contested. At this point, you feel like someone's got to kind of break the structure of this fight. Someone's got to kind of turn it up and take some risks here to kind of put a stamp on the fight or change the momentum here.
Keith is striking a lot more this round. His rear high kick is very fast. I'd love to see him throw that a little bit more.
Yeah, it's definitely something that'll make Vilson think about, you know, changing his levels and trying to shoot. Someone's got to try to turn the tide here. Someone's got to try to swing that momentum in their favor here. One of these guys might have to start taking some risks. And I would think Keith may have to be the one to start taking the risks.
Keith has a very good jab.
He's rolling those punches very well. Excellent defense from Keith Speed. Some big, crisp shots from Vilson, but Keith stayed in the pocket. He rolled with those punches well, and then got his hands up in time to block that head kick. Really, really excellent display of mixed martial arts here. Both these guys look very polished on their feet and on the ground. Nobody looks like a fish out of water in any of these positions.
Yeah, Keith is very comfortable on his feet.
Ooh, good slip.
Oh, acknowledging. A little bit of gamesmanship in here.
There's that jab that you just mentioned, Eric. Keith's really getting busy with it now.
And Keith is a very good jab. Very, very quick rear high kick. Ooh, looks like he stubbed his toe a little bit on that one.
Ooh, and Vilson's pouring it on now. And just look, Keith just kind of looks very nonchalant, like he shrugged those punches off. Never really, his heart rate didn't look like it even moved there. 10-punch combination, and his demeanor never changed. He just did what he had to do, and even still, he looks very calm.
Vilson was able to capitalize and get that takedown.
You know, that's what Vilson's done well here in this fight. Keith hasn't given him many opportunities, but the small ones he's given him, Vilson's taken advantage of. And that's been so far the key to his success. Vilson in half guard now. He's got a left arm underhook. He's gable gripping under the head, trying to drive some shoulder pressure onto Keith here. See if he's going to either look to pass or posture up and maybe get busy with some strikes. Keith's got a right underhook, and as I say it, Vilson takes it back. Vilson looks incredibly strong on top, man. His control is really, really good. And he's trying to push that knee down and free his own to try to pass this half guard.
You can tell he's super powerful. Keith really needs to move in haste because, I mean, in my opinion, he's down on the scorecards, even though they were very, very, very close rounds. But he can't finish this round on his back.
Yeah, I agree. There's got to be a little bit of urgency here. He's got to try to work back to his feet. Vilson's doing just enough up top to not get stood up either. He's busy enough. A couple deep breaths out of Vilson here, late into the fourth round. He's trying to work that knee out of Keith's half guard. He's trying to pass, but Keith's doing just enough to kind of keep him in place. Vilson starts posturing now. Ooh.
Well, you give Keith an inch, he's going to get out.
Four rounds in the books. Oh!
They
Looks
heard
like
me.
he took your advice. Would you say that that's the kitchen sink that he just threw at him?
I hope he still got. I hope he has another backup. Maybe he's got an illegal apartment in the basement. He can throw the spare. You're gonna change my name to Eric the Oracle Ott. That's like the third or fourth time that's happened tonight.
Keith's able to get back to his feet. Really, really good fight here tonight. Excellent main event. Vilson Ndregjoni, Keith Speed. Round 5 of 5 for the featherweight title here, capping a stellar night of fights. Oh, Vilson changes his level, tries to get the takedown. Oh, Keith trying to get a switch, and he gets it.
Nice.
Wow.
Beautiful.
That's hard to do against anybody, but against somebody the caliber of Vilson, it makes it even more impressive.
He's got his opposite ankle. Let's see if he's able to do anything with it. Ooh, he lost that grip now. Oh.
Start throwing those knees. He's got to keep him to the body because Vilson is a downed opponent, so it can't go to the head, otherwise it's an illegal strike. About 3.5 minutes remain in this fight.
This is the first time we're getting to see Keith Speed in like a dominant grappling position.
Let's see what he can do here. If I'm Keith, I would be letting these knees go to the body, attacking his shoulders.
Attack that shoulder, make him move a little bit. But in the same token, Vilson is very quick. You can't give him an inch and he's going to pop right back up for his feet or shoot for the double.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy to keep up with Vilson in the transitions. So Keith is doing the right thing, taking his time, trying to make sure if he gets to a dominant position, he's going to be able to keep it.
And work methodically.
Oh, big knee to the stomach of Vilson.
We are halfway through the 5th round of the featherweight title fight between Vilson Ndregjoni and Keith Speed here at Triton Fights inaugural Florida event, first professional event, first title fight.
Guys, you got to give it up to everybody on this card tonight. Every one of these fights were amazing. Everybody that came out here tonight really laid it on the line. I consider myself lucky to be here and be able to call these fights. Let's see what we got in the last 2 minutes here. Let's see if Keith Speed's got any magic in him here in the 5th round. Really good head position. He's got double unders. He's got Vilson pressed up on the cage. And they're going to get separated. I'd like to see Keith just let his hands go here. I think that his path to victory is really off that jab. He's got a very good jab. Ooh, short little elbow.
We've seen a couple fighters use those tonight so far.
Oh!
That high kick. I was liking that in the 1st and 2nd rounds.
Keith's starting to let it all hang out here.
A minute left.
Coming up on the final minute of the night here. Keith Speed, Vilson Ndregjoni. 24 minutes down. And Vilson lands a good left hand. Oh! Short knee out of Keith. He didn't have to jump for that one, Eric. Oh, another short elbow. Vilson changes his level. Keith's able to stuff another takedown.
You can see that Keith studied Vilson because as soon as Vilson shoots for that takedown, Keith's able to stuff it, and then he's immediately blocking that inside leg trip.
The crowd starting to erupt here, showing their appreciation for this fight. 5 rounds in the books. Excellent main event here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the judges have come to a decision here in this final bout. Please give it up for your winner by unanimous decision, fighting out of the red corner, Vilson, the Strong Eagle, Ndregjoni.
Vilson Ndregjoni, we're coming back to Triton as a professional to reclaim the featherweight title. You were the featherweight champion as an amateur, now again as a professional. How's it feel to be back here and take what's yours?
I feel so good. I was champion before this promotion. I just came to remind me I'm still champion. And thank you everybody like to come support me for New Jersey, for all over the world. Thank you all the Albania people support me. And big thank you for my sponsor, Tommy. Thank you everybody. Big thank you for my coach, my head coach, Charlie B. Thank you so much. Thank you Holloway, my jiu-jitsu coach, my partner training, and my brother Mickey Gold. We've been training every single day from coronavirus and up. Thank you everybody. And I won next one to fight for Triton Fight, but for the belt I fight 135. I can make it 135. I want to. Next one.
Vilson, you're looking to be the double champ. I like it. I like seeing it. I'm looking forward to be able to call more of your fights, especially in the Triton Games. I had the pleasure of calling a lot of your fights as an amateur. I consider it a pleasure to be able to continue to call your fights. You had a tough opponent tonight, Keith Speed. He looked like he was very well prepared. What was the game plan coming in? Because you looked a lot more well-rounded tonight. We all know you're a very strong wrestler, but you look really good on your feet tonight as well.
Every fight, I'm trying to show everybody like I can strike, I can do jiu-jitsu, I can wrestle. This is my third year MMA. I am still new, but we are here. We are champion now, and looking forward.
Well, it was an excellent performance tonight, Vilson. Congratulations. You're the new featherweight champion and possibly soon to be bantamweight champion.